receives it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Carney. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
That's exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
The give to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in down the middle. There we go. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the air, it's Carney. Got his man down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for a deep man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's going to run it. First down and more. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Gets it to the back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He would not be denied.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brewer. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to play push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on to throw it again. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. But with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block. But, boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Scrambling away. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes a grab past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his feet to buy time. He'll get rid of it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. On the ground, it's Webb. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Brewer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Now rolling to the left. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Good timing on the quick out. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Still looking on the move. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the long way. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with Ward Brown to cover. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Pulls it in. It's Fleming. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on 3rd. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Let's go. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home, and this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Thompson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense defense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brewer. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and proved me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's
picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Off play action. On the run, still looking. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. The short hands, it's Porter. Turning it on! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
Grab behind the line. It's Webb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Going for it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out. It's Brewer. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another